Welcome back. Now we answer questions we've received from you, our viewers. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. Dr. Shabir, the question is, some studies show that Zamzam water contains harmful chemicals for the human body. It is said that it cures illness. Is this true? Could Zamzam water really have these holy properties? What is the source of the water and why hasn't it dried up? Lots of questions about Zamzam.
Exactly. Now, you did some research on the source of the water, and you found that it's a mountainous region around Mecca.
Yeah.
And so, the rainwater continues to replenish the Zamzam water. Otherwise, it's a mystery to how this water is so well supplied, because if you think of the number of pilgrims that go there, I mean, pre-pandemic, you would have 2 million, maybe 3 million pilgrims every year just in the Hajj season. They're all drinking from the water there while they're in Mecca, and some water is transported to Medina as well. They're drinking even while they're in Medina for several days. And apart from the Hajj season itself, for several months, people are performing Umrah, visiting there and performing sacred rites, a lesser pilgrimage. And from all over the world, they're drinking the water. And they also take some of the water back with them for their family and friends. So to many Muslims, this is a miracle that this continues to be provided like this. But we attribute that to the story that goes with the founding of the Zamzam. It is mentioned in Islamic sources that when Abraham left his child and the child's mother in the desert region here, the angel came and struck the ground, and the spring began. And so we see this as having a miraculous origin, and the water is being provided by God, whether you see it by rainwater or whatever means, but it is God's provision, and it is there. Now, is it harmful? There was an article in a British newspaper more than a decade ago citing some harms from some of the water, but the Saudi authorities denied it. And later on, it was thought that maybe the harm came not from the source, the Zamzam well itself, but maybe through some of the packaged water which was being sold in some London bookshops, where they sold also some bottled water labeled with the Zamzam label. But a lot of pilgrims have continued to drink the water directly from the source there in Mecca, and they come back hale and healthy without any problems to report from drinking the water itself. Does the water have curative properties? It is mentioned in hadith attributed to our Prophet, peace be upon him, that when one drinks the water of Zamzam, whatever one drinks it for, it will be effective for that. And so when Muslims drink, we are taught to recite a prayer which goes like this. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan wasi'a wa shifa'an min kulli da'. Oh Allah, I ask you for a vast knowledge, for beneficial knowledge, for ample provision, and for a cure from every illness. So based on this dua and the whole promise that whatever you drink it for, it'll be effective for, Muslims drink it with the hope that through this water, God will cure them. But of course, every cure comes from God himself. It's not inherent in the water itself.
Can you explain, Dr. Shabir, what you mean by the cure being not in the water itself?
Well, all cure is in the hands of God. Even if you take medicine, we don't say the cure is in the medicine, because somebody can take the medicine and not be cured. Somebody may not be taking the medicine, but can be cured anyway. So the promise that when one drinks the Zamzam water, it will be effective for whatever they're using it for, does not mean that the Zamzam water by itself is a cure-all for everything. But it means that when a Muslim is there, performing the acts of the Hajj and is devoted to God and has that faith in God, that God will cure them, whether through this water or some other means, and then makes the kind of prayer that we just described, asking God for the cure, then it is God that will cure the person. It's not the water itself. So one should not get the idea, if we just run away with this water, then we can cure all diseases. No, it is the faith of the person and the connection with God that will bring that ultimate cure.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for your time, Dr.
You're welcome.
If you enjoyed this video, then please support us this Ramadan. Here are 3 ways. Thank you, and may God bless you and your loved ones today and always.